Cool, cool. It's going. Oh, it's going. Yo, vanilla. Everything looks good. Hey, Sabin. We'll just watch this cutscene. It's fine. It's going not too bad, vanilla.
I'm here. Where is she? Oh, she's safe.
Just want to play some Spider-Man on a Monday night like you do. Those LOD buildings in the cutscene. I never noticed that. Why do the buildings look so... They do not look good. I can't tell if this cutscene is loud or if I have the game set too loud. I think it's the cutscene though. Cutscenes in this game just are really loud for some reason sometimes.
Insects like you.
Oh, whoops.
What now?
My brain, I twice forgot the slow-mo button. That's a great start. Yeah. I don't think that's even, it's not even, I don't think it's even an effect. I think just it's like zooming in a weird way and like causing the background textures to get blown up. Okay, let me try this again. I'm kind of half paying attention. We'll try that one again.
I gotta deal with things here before I take off.
I could deal with things here, Spidey, or we could go to Roosevelt Island. Just saying. We could also go to Roosevelt Island. Look, it's Shocker's Warehouse. You love Shocker's Warehouse. Mission failed, okay. Zokizzy.
Okay, Doc. I'm here.
If any of you, speaking of momentum-based swinging, there is a game, I'll always recommend this game to anybody that likes swinging in games. It's called Verlet or Verlet. I think it's pronounced Verlet Swing. That game is really cool on PC. And I think it's an indie game.
Laugh over your broken corpse. Stand still.
I've been considering just like tying this guy up because he's
Mary Jane didn't do anything.
so much more tolerable when you tie him up. Here's my air attack. There we go. Yeah, Nick, I'm pretty sure it's based on a, like, there's like a certain radius you can be away from Doc Ock, and then it just gives you like 30 seconds out of that radius. So if you move fast, you can get really far away from the train. I don't want to miss that glide. Let me try that one again. That's like the worst glide to miss, especially...
Okay, Mary Jane.
Yeah, if you miss it like that. There we go.
Anything has happened to her.
I should honestly just like try to get a web zip out there instead of trying to wall jump glide. Just 37 seconds. I don't care about 37 seconds. For me. Just how it is.
That's one. How many of these things does he have scattered around this place?
Where's my climb? Did I climb? Sometimes when you climb up those on a weird spot, it just go. Spider-Man just decides you're not climbing anymore.
That's one. But how many of these things does he have scattered around this place?
Ideally, I don't even need to climb there. I just land right on the button.
This is for Rosie.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pretty much everybody here is showing up pretty early. I'm like I've been streaming for like, what, 5 minutes? Just kind of warming up. Doing some bad switches.
This experiment will
But like everybody's here. It's pretty nice.
Your suffering has only begun.
Toby one stream up and he's not mad at the game. I mean, I'm trying to think of like a funny joke there, but yeah, that game's hard to play sometimes. But it also aesthetically is a very cool game.
Express your fate.
That whiffs? I'm so shocked. I thought that was hitting. Dang. There we go. Okay. Well, the Doc Ock fights are still there. Let's just get into some runs, I guess. Spider-Man 2 on Cartoon Network. Dang. You showed that. If you told that to me when I was like 13, I'm freaking out, but I haven't watched. It's been a hot minute since I've tuned into Cartoon Network, I guess is what I'm saying. Alright. Run time. And going through the whole trilogy. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like I'd rather just get like a DVD or something though, and not have to deal with the ads. Because there was a time, you know, when I was willing to sit through ads every 10 minutes or whatever on TV. To be honest, it's more like 5. And I think that time has passed. I don't think I could do it anymore.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it.
This game feels really weird right now, and I'm hoping that but it's not even in a bad way, but should get more used to it as we go.
I was almost there too. Coming at you, Dr. Connor.
That's where you gotta swing there.
Spider-Man's here already.
The guy just sometimes doesn't want to cooperate.
Case secure.
I really don't have time for this.
Sometimes all you can do is yeah. Nick, I read that and I can just imagine, like, you know, the voice like, Spider-Man is back. Sometimes you have too many villains to deal with. All that you could do is dance, and then they play like corny music on top of the song.
Are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I could picture it. Don't ask me what just happened there. I have no answer for you. This game is so fast.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're gonna
Holy shit. I'm just sometimes when I don't play this game for a while, I have those moments where I'm just like, God damn, this game's fast.
collecting items and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Yo, Zach. No, nice message.
Good. Stuff.
Welcome.
Burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore.
No jump there.
Remember? Oh no. At my birthday dinner I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
Stream lagging a bit. It's probably on you. I haven't dropped any frames at the very least, so it's either you or YouTube. I can check to see if YouTube's having issues, but...
Is that all you got?
Oh god, how does this work?
Sorry, gentlemen.
Just go up for now.
Spider reflexes. Nice.
Okay.
In this mode,
We'll just accept that that's kind of bad for now, and then it'll get better over time.
you can even do
That's kind of you kind of sign up for stuff like that when you're learning new strats like this.
figures. Spider-Man would butt in. Figures. Spider-Man would butt in.
Okay, I had a really that looked really cool in my head. Yeah, it didn't work, but I've never heard of that movie. Both TS. I've only watched the second TASM movie, and I did not like it too. The abridged version is I did not like it very much. Oh, it's new, huh? Yeah, I'm not like super up to date on most movies and stuff like that. Yeah, no problems with YouTube, so, and I haven't dropped any frames. Probably actually up the bitrate a little bit. I think, if I remember correctly, I had it set a little low last time. We'll up it by a little bit.
She's right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
Why don't you go chase an ambulance or something? Whatever it is you do.
I would, but it infringes on Lawyer Man's turf. And you wouldn't believe how ticked he gets. What was with that girl? Who was she?
I gotta beat a 633 now.
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every
What a
time
world.
the chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store.
Still over, I mean, we're just running a week or whatever. It's still derusting, that's not bad. Oh, get me in there.
That girl was pretty incredible. Too bad she's probably a crook.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
Empire State Building tends to kinda... It's a pretty good gauge for how I'm playing. I guess we'll see. Good start. I've been liking the wall jump there. Just like the only time I ever use wall jump in a speedrun. But it's just like it's like that situation was set up to make it kind of good. That was whack. Okay, don't look. Don't look. There we go. I had the glide there, and then I just kind of swung out of it.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that
Just
I
like,
don't have
I do
balance.
that so often, but it's so easy to avoid. I just need to hold left.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete.
I do not have that timing anymore. Wherever it was, it's gone now. Those weren't the fastest multi-kicks of my life. God, I can't remember the name of the tech anymore. Okay, that's a rip 3 cycle if I've ever seen one. Maybe?
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Oh, cool. Mr. Aziz is gonna be angry. I like the idea that during the story, Spider-Man is just neglecting his job. He's just like not showing up to work. He's not even late. He just like doesn't show up. I practice runs off stream. Not really. Not these days. Sometimes I'll practice some stuff off stream, but I don't really do practice runs off stream anymore. I don't really see a reason not to. Like if I'm running the game, I might as well stream it. Unless I guess I could like put on music and stuff and just kind of chill out. But that's kind of the vibe that my other hobbies are for, to be honest. Plus, chat definitely helps for the to keep it more interesting. So I feel like it would be less fun to do speedruns off stream. That would actually be a really cool play to just like fucking grind my ass off stream and like throw any runs that would PB and then just destroy the world record on my first run back. Belong to chat. I gotta get like YouTube members or stuff. Like, I don't come free. Until then, until I can sell out, I will. My integrity will remain. First, give me one chance to sell out. I'll do it. Until that time comes. I'm really surprised that that grabbed. I thought I missed it. Watching the new Critical Role. Yeah, that's kind of been my Thursday, what's the word? Kind of chill out on Thursday nights. That's why I never stream on Thursdays, too. Wasn't the sellout plan Pizza Hut? Well, yes, I mean, that's like the super sellout plan.
Peter.
The regular sellout plan is, you know, the average streamer sellout plan where you're just like, oh, subscribe, by the way, or whatever it's called on YouTube. The thing that I don't have yet. But can you imagine if I, like, proper sold out? You imagine you see, oh, Slyfincleton streaming, let's check it out. I'm wearing, like, a Pizza Hut hat, and I'm like, there's, like, a coupon code in the bottom corner, like, use code SLY at checkout for 20% off breadsticks. I'm like, who's ready for today's Pizza Hut run of the day, huh? Just imagine. But I'm doing it. It's all for laughs. It's all just a joke. Even though I do get money, even though I would get money from it, and they would be real advertisements. But it would be just a joke. It would just be like funny. Get it? I'm selling out. That's the joke. Ah, shit.
Great. Just a little farther.
You do know I'm chasing you, right?
Selling out. Yeah, it's selling out ironically, but you're still selling out. It's like, I've noticed that seems to be the hack these days.
From back there.
That's how people get away with it without people getting mad. Is there ever any time lost during Black Cat? I mean, yeah, it is rubber banded, so the longer you spend close to her, the more time you save. So you can definitely lose time just by like taking too long to get out of the way, and sometimes you can fail the mission in certain situations if you suck.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. All the world is my dressing room.
Oh, and I just got screwed. That'll be talked during the load screen, but no bathroom spawn.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
I don't think it was one of the lines, though. It wasn't the line that he needs to say.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
Why do I want to swing there? That happened last stream, too. My brain just wants me to swing there.
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority's Death Robot.
I don't know about your effects, but your education
Dog.
isn't special.
Go in the pit. He didn't go in either, did he? I'm only upset at myself there. Sell you out for a nickel. Well, I'm just saying, if I got an offer for 4 cents, I wouldn't do it. That's my integrity. Listen, you sell SpongeBob for all the change in your pocket? How much you got?
Your parents never hugged you, did
He
they?
didn't go in. Wow. 62 cents. Yo, Joey. Congrats on the sub 1, dude. There's a nail biter. I left like in the I was lurking in your stream, and I left in the middle of that run. So now I know how it feels, and people are like, "Oh, I missed it. Just missed it." I know how that feels now. Oh, I was just not looking at the screen there. Okay, I'm team 3 swing there now. I think that's it's scary, but it works.
A good hit! As you can see, Spider-Man, I can hit you wherever you are. You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on! You don't want to...
Made it.
Sly's a distant relative of Mr. Krabs. Maybe he's not that distant. He's my dad.
Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from
Every
him.
time I've told a story about my dad on stream, it was just Mr. Krabs. Which, to be fair, I think I've brought up my dad like twice ever. I am feeling it now. Actually went too far. I was gonna set up for the glide, but I just the game just let me keep swinging. I have a plan though. Oh, look at that glide. Yo. Accidental web zip number 1. They're all the rage these days. I got nothing to say about that movement. I mean, I don't think Quentin Beck is actually an alien, but I see what you're going for.
Oh no. Mary
That's the
Jane's
ultimate
okay.
twist.
If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
He's an alien. He still sucks. He's just also an alien.
What? Not now. Trust me, you're getting off easy compared to me. It's like you have something against me.
That was weird.
Your insurance is paid up. You okay? Great. Just take off.
I want to land on the back.
Later, anything.
Aw, dog. Shoot the truck anyways? Okay. This sniper cannot be controlled, and sometimes that's a good thing.
Finally have your attention. Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it before the end.
When aliens attack, and Mysterio is also there.
I'm glad you decided. I think we got off on the wrong.
Chapter 9 is called, When Aliens Attack. It is specifically talking about the clowns, though. The clowns are aliens, but Mysterio, he's just their employer, but he's a human.
How far is this place?
Just stay with me.
Or maybe it's just that one clown that's in the barrel that you can make go through the ceiling. That's the only alien there. I guess it does say aliens plural. Who's the other alien? Maybe it's just one of the
I was
reporters.
just going easy on you before.
Spider-Man clones? Nah, they're just clones, I think. What if they're clones from Mars, though? They just happened to clone him on Mars.
Oh, nice night, huh?
Is that an alien? Even though it's a human being?
Hang on a second, let me catch up.
Oh, I wanted to land on the billboard. Stupid idea. Oh, I actually went too fast there. Wait, did I go for map skip there, or did it just not work? I think I went for it and it didn't work, and I just didn't notice.
Where the warehouse is, remember?
Or I just wasn't paying attention and I didn't go for it at all. Either way, not bad for the first run. I'm in the low reset mood, so yeah, I just did it too early then. Map skip, if you pull up the map when she stops and makes fun of you like that, it cancels her dialogue and she moves right away. In that instance, it only saves time if you go really fast.
Well,
Oh, that didn't work.
time already.
Yo, Richard. It's going pretty good. I recognize that. I'm like, so the thing you have to understand is the YouTube like chat icons are basically 10 by 10 pixels for me. They're very, very small. So I've always been under the assumption that that's the sniper from TF2, but it could just be some guy with a hat in your picture. That could be you. That could just be a picture of you.
Well,
I don't know.
time already, huh?
But I do the point is I recognize the image.
First things first.
Okay, that is
Before we go
gotcha.
any further, I think it might be a
Yeah,
good
I don't know why in OBS the like chat log just it displays the profile pictures in the like 1/3 size. So it's all I always have to make an interpretation of what I see.
I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about
That's
it. Can't
in my
believe
head
I'm
that swing
running
was
so
way
late.
different.
Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Ah. Q. I was almost there, too. Spider-Man! Sorry, Dr. Connors.
The pole. The most swinging I've done there. Tell you that much.
Case secured.
Try not to run into my fist with your face. Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I said last week that I was gonna maybe stream Friday, and then I didn't. I don't remember what the reason was. I might have just been tired. I don't
I
know.
think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you what the white
I don't know. My mindset lately has been I don't want to like force myself to stream because one, that'll lead to burnout, but also it will lead to not as fun of a stream. I want to be energetic enough to actually not that I have any like what's the word presumptions that I'm putting on like a real show here or anything, but I don't want to just like show up on stream and just be like, hello everyone, welcome back to Spider-Man stream number 30. You know, I gotta have something in there.
time to talk a
So
little
if there's no gas in the tank, I usually don't
You
stream.
already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention.
I like
Naturally,
double
you're
swing there. I might
lots
start
of
doing that more.
jobs to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens,
Just take me right to the token.
challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Man, that cake...
Yeah, I might also stream this Friday, but that's another one. That's another we'll see.
Calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore.
Friday night is also, you know, sometimes that's like
Remember
the
last
only
time
time
Mary
that some of my friends are available, and so we'll just like I'll just like play games with them instead of streaming.
I gotta hurry. I can't
A
believe I
husk
ran
with
off
dope
like that.
Spider-Man 2
I must be
skills.
out of my mind.
That's what I'm gonna respond whenever I get the they ask you like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, a husk with Spider-Man 2 skills, obviously.
For one on European Masters too? Tough job market for art majors, huh?
That's the only thing I don't even know what to do. It's like if that guy gets knocked down and I can't do the spinning kick, what do I do to him?
Time to wrap this party
What? Why? Spider-Man, he's already dead! Well, that was good other than that. Any new games I'm interested in? I don't know about coming out, but I really liked Metroid Dread. I thought that was really good. That's like the most new game that I'm proper into these days. I would be excited for Elden Ring, but I know that my computer it isn't going to be able to run it.
She's right.
And I also still need to play,
Gone.
I still need to play Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. So, and I'd probably play those first, so. Like, it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting looking game, but I need to catch up. Sounds like a Tinder bio. That would be a pretty, like, you know, the Tinder bios. You could definitely gun for like the kind of weird, like, I guess my type, you know,
Feel free to
not as in the type I'm interested in, but like if I saw like on a Tinder bio like their only bio is a husk with Spider-Man 2 skills, I'd be like, oh, wonder what this person's about. Bloodborne does look pretty good. I have it. And there was a time when I was going to play it on stream. Maybe that will still happen. I guess we'll see. But it's weird that Dark Souls 1 is like one of my favorite games ever. It's like in my top 3 probably. I'd say definitely actually.
Back off, you're crowded.
And yet the only games in the series I've actually played are 1 and 2. So I guess Bloodborne isn't
Who's with
in
her?
the series.
Who was she?
So neither is Elden Ring, I think.
Reminds me of something.
Elden Ring isn't
Spidey's
it's not a Souls game, right? It's not like in the timeline.
Aha. Next time you have a
It
chance,
just is kind of similar looking.
check out what they've got.
Okay. That did not work how I thought it was gonna. That chapter time just kind of put me in a really bad spot, to be honest.
Pretty incredible.
I'm sure there was something I could have done
She's probably a pro.
to make it better.
Better change on no
I wouldn't say I have mixed feelings about 2. I think I know how I think about Dark Souls 2, and that it is a very good game. It is just not on the same level as Dark Souls 1 for me.
I think that's the
But it's still a good game. Like, undoubtedly. I very much enjoyed it. I have like a couple hundred hours in it. But it just doesn't quite reach the masterpiece level for me. I like Sly 2 runs. I think I've said that a few times on stream. That that game becomes any more accessible, like, I guess not more accessible is the word. If that becomes less inaccessible to run,
with this Beck guy.
I'm in.
How can he possibly claim
You'll see me doing something with that game. This Empire State Building has been horrible, and I did talk about it until now. I haven't been keeping. I guess I don't know too much about the current Sly 2 landscape, but I know that in the because I learned the strats for like the first mission a while back, and you just kind of like leave the bounds of the level and then run on top until you're done. It's pretty fun.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
Yeah, the Ricks are his This recent Spider-Man 2 vid is really good. Or not Spider-Man 2. The other 2 game, Sly 2. He's been in my stream. Not super recently, but like in the past. Seems like a pretty cool guy. Don't ask me what just happened.
Now we turn it up a
Die. There we go. Still planning to run KH2. Yes, it is in the works. I would probably be running it right now if I didn't get into GDQ. That was kind of my mindset, was like I submitted for GDQ and I was like, okay, if I get in, then we're going all in SM2, and if I don't, then I'll pick up a new game and we'll kind of like do half Spider-Man 2, half some other game. So the plan is still yeah, but it's just been pushed back a little bit. Sly 2, KH2, and Spider-Man 2. That's a monster trio of the 2s. That is like... I mean, those are the best 2s on the PS2, if not the best 2s of all time, right? Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I really like Fallout New Vegas. It's definitely my favorite Fallout game and one of my favorite RPGs. Great game. Oh, I have my face it's just so bad. There's something about when you have to like itch your face when you're speedrunning. It's so bad. It is like the worst feeling in the world because you just can't. Yo, Brionato. Titanfall 2. Still need to play that. Need to find out if my PC can run that. I'm running on a... It's a bit of a chugger for sure. I saw that clip you posted on Twitter of Halo Infinite with the flag cap. I was like, I forget what I was doing, but it just made me chuckle.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do.
Hey, thanks for the grats. Yeah, pretty excited. A little nervous to do the run on GDQ, but I'm excited to show it off for sure.
Peter.
Lego Star Wars 2. Good game. I don't know if this is controversial, but I think Lego Star Wars 1 was better than Lego Star Wars 2.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a
But the
chance.
complete saga is obviously the best Lego game. Yeah, there's a lot of... I mean, I think video games in general have a very good track record for 2 being good. But I do... I'm trying to think about it, and I do think that Sly 2, KH2, in this game might be my favorite 2s. Battlefront 2 is great. A lot of people have said some very good video games for the 2s. I have not played any of the Devil May Cry games, but I am kind of convinced that I would like them at this point. I've seen some gameplay from the newest one, and I'm like, like a cheesy technical fighting game where you do like the most over the top thing. You get like one opening and hit somebody, and then 3 minutes later your combo's done. That sounds like my jam. I don't know. Sounds fun. Oh, and Butt Rock plays in the background. I'm all in. Although I think I just described Metal Gear Rising as well. Oops. Assassin's Creed 2. I think I played that. I either played that or I watched somebody play it. I might have not been... It might have been the game where, you know, it's like, ooh, it's M-rated, so it's a little, you know, you don't want to ask your mom, like, can I get Assassin's Creed? Because you just asked your mom if you can get Halo 3, and that was like... You had to, like, go to court for that, and somehow you won, and now you have Halo 3, so you're not pushing your luck. So I think I just watched a friend play Assassin's Creed 2. I don't think I got it. Cause, oh, by the way, younger me, absolutely, like, it was kind of like a, alright, you just, you know, something big happened, like, I don't remember what it was, but there was some academic accomplishment happened, and my dad was like, yo, if you want, I'll like we can like try to convince your mom. This is how he framed it. He was like, we could try to convince your mom to let you play one M-rated game. So I basically got to choose one M-rated game, and I chose Halo 3. Can we talk about how fucking incredible of a pick that was? Just for a moment. I think if you told me I could play one M-rated game now for the rest of my life, I would probably pick Halo 3. Right? Like, I'm trying to think of a better pick.
One of these days, webhead, I'm gonna get you.
Oh. Ah. COD 4. Yeah, good game. But, one, I don't think it aged as well. But I also don't think it was as good then. I don't know. You just can't beat Halo 3. Which, granted, I don't know. Reach is up there for me as well. Halo 3 looks like a good speed game. It's like, when I look at the Halo speedruns, it's like 1 and 3 are the ones that I like to watch. Which I don't know if any of you have seen. They recently put out that, oh, what was it called? It was like a new segmented run for Halo 1, and it is fucking incredible. If you have like any interest, you should definitely watch it. But I think Halo 2 is the speedrun I like to watch the most. The sword flying is so cool, but it is fucking hard. I especially at 60 FPS. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, but it feels like it does. And I can't get it down. So I think if I were to like actually pick up a Halo game, it'd probably be Halo 3. Because you still get like the gravity launches, which physics launches are the coolest part of those speedruns for me. But it's not just like you have to do frame perfect trick 30 times in a row. Even if it's a really cool trick. But they are all cool, for sure.
That's all of them.
Reach has my favorite multiplayer. I could play Invasion on Spire until I fucking die. I don't know. The ODST firefight, though. I don't know, all the old Halo games are really good. But I think Halo isn't as popular now. I mean, Halo seems pretty popular right now. I don't know. I think it's not been as popular because, frankly, they haven't been putting out as many good games. But I mean, I liked Halo 4 enough, but I did not get into Halo 5. And also, the Xbox in general has just been less popular. But these days, all I'm seeing is Halo Infinite all over the place. Seems like it's kind of popular. And you got MCC on PCs, kind of. Well, I've put a few hundred hours into that, for sure. people speedrunning the Ocarina of Time demo. Yeah, I saw that. Didn't they beat it? I watched a video on it, and it was kind of weird because it was like I was like half interested in it because I'm not super into, you know, most of the older Zelda games. But speedrunning a 5-minute demo of on Brawl is absolutely the type of thing that I would be interested in. So it's like I'm half interested, you know what I mean? I'm like, I love the concept, but I know jack I know jack shit about Ocarina of Time. I got nothing. There. So they're just like, oh yeah, we store the memory in this access, and I'm like, absolutely, yep, that of course. Why wouldn't you? Should I just get Demon Souls, or should I get a PS5? I think you can play on like fan servers for the original Demon Souls these days. I could be wrong about that.
Oh no. Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
When is GDQ happening? January. I think my run is January 15th at like 1 AM or something like that.
Now,
Somewhere around there.
how about a little consideration for other people's time?
But it's like January 7th through 15th or something like that.
Where you fall down. Why tonight, guys?
I could be wrong about the day that my run is on.
Time is forever.
I haven't taken a good look.
Hey? You okay? Great.
Oh!
Just look up,
No,
guys.
just got fucking shreked. I wanted to just walk onto the truck, but sometimes that doesn't work. I don't know why I went for it.
If I have to stick around, you guys do.
How did the... Oh, I got I thought the sniper was gonna shoot. How did the sniper get in the car? He probably just walked on. I don't know. Probably just... I don't think he got on while it was moving. I do wish that, because he clearly shot the truck, it's just I wasn't on the truck, so it didn't have a health bar, so it didn't do any damage. I wish that he would still do damage while you're not on the truck.
Put that up on the wrong foot.
Maybe so.
This run PB, I'm gonna tell you right now, this run will not PB. I think if I golded every split, I'm not sure if I could PB. Well, I think I probably could, but it would be close. Like you'd have to like get you'd have to get Mr. Tass on that one. I can't do that.
Hey,
Yeah.
just going easy on you.
Don't eat Burger King until I get sponsored, okay? They're gonna cave one day. Until then, we don't eat.
So,
When they
huh?
has anybody like has that ever worked? Has anybody like just been like, all right, my audience, I'm instructing you to not, you know, consume product until they sponsor me, and then only then will you consume product. And then they get the sponsor. Can you imagine? You just like coerce the company into sponsoring you. What's my estimate going to be? I think I gave them an estimate of 101, which is the estimate I usually give to marathons. Just kind of to be safe, but my only goal at GDQ is pretty much don't fail any like shocker skips, don't crash, and get sub 1 hour.
Hey, Cat, where'd you learn to fight?
But I gave them a 101 in case, basically in case something really bad happens.
Hey, is that a Van Gogh? Made you look.
Yeah. It's safe and it's consistent with, you know, because I've always given, that's always been my estimate. So I was just like, yeah, let's just stick with it. But really, I mean, your estimate in a marathon is supposed to just be like the worst case scenario. I guess this is just a no reset now.
Now's my chance to change real quick.
EV at GDQ. That would be pretty sick, but it's also not going to happen. I think about Windows 11. I've seen everything that I've seen looked either okay or not good, so I have not fucked with it at all. Like I've never seen like, boy, this Windows 11 looks good. It's either like this functions the same as Windows 10 or this is worse than Windows 10. Oh, I brought Slingshot Jump. It's just that it's that kind of run. Just think about how useful Slingshot Jump will be when I want to go backwards while swinging on 2 web lines. Huh? You can trash on Slingshot Jump all you want, but when you're in that situation and you don't have it, what are you gonna do? Swing backwards like a normal person? No. Well, maybe. I guess you have to. What is my run? I think if you type !GDQ, Nightbot should give you a link to the schedule. If that works. I think I set that up. Also, I'm probably gonna die in this theater, just letting everybody know. Oh, he hit me. But I lived. There's no magic pixel there, there's just nothing. I guess I'm not dying. I did indeed live. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to do so, but I did live.
If you do not hurry, your fellow humans will be destroyed while you waste time. A futile gesture, spider human.
How though? He didn't do enough damage to kill me. Yeah, Nightbot got into GDQ. Everybody congratulate Nightbot. Would I have wanted it to be backwards compatible? I don't... It probably would have been better in the long run, but I wouldn't have wanted it if it was going to be like a bad... If it was going to be like any less compatible than the 360 version, you know what I mean? But I've kind of reached the opinion that as long as it's a decent port, getting it to more people is always a good thing. You know, these old consoles don't last forever. That should barely work. Oh, it's really close, but I don't think it's gonna work. It worked. Yeah, this does not play in any of the new Xboxes unless you're using some emulator of some sort. Like an unofficial one. With faster... I mean, it might have not been faster loading, because 360 doesn't load faster than OG Xbox. I know before. It's based on how far away I am from the objective. So I fell in the water at 521 point something. Away from the objective, and usually you want to be like around 530 at least, but it worked out. It's just like the angle, because you're trying to like hit the zone where it considers you closer to Liberty Island than it does Manhattan. And I did. And that's the whole story. Hope you enjoyed. I'm just doing a weird route because I know I'm I'm really far behind, so I'm just kind of experimenting. I kind of like that route. I don't know. That was kind of fun.
Wow. Mysterio's hidden fortress looks just like an apartment.
So this is where I die. Yeah, if I do that like perfectly fast, I don't think he'll hit me there, but yeah. What we really need is a PC port though. Like some other console would be fine, but it's a temporary solution.
My punches. Hit him, he bounces right back at me.
Please come
Better be
inside
careful.
and discover the
Whoa,
horrors
there's a surprise
that
inside.
await you.
Go up. There's no limit to how high this guy can go, by the way. You can just... If you do it fast enough, he'll just go through the ceiling. But it's really hard.
Okay, I've been flipped off before, but never quite like that. What's going on? Feels so strange. Everything is upside down. What's going on?
Ah.
Learn the true meaning of terror in my Funhouse of Doom. You're doing rather.
Did you use an aftermarket? What do you mean by aftermarket? Like a third-party one? You could. I don't think anybody could stop you. Might get into sketchy territory if you're using like turbo buttons or anything like that, but I don't know. I've never seen a GameCube controller with turbo buttons. So I hate playing a GameCube controller. I mean, the GameCube controller is a good controller. I don't like to play this game on it very much. It kind of hurts my hands, but I think it's a really good controller.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
Use a third-party one, Joey? Yeah, I mean, I'm using a third-party one right now. Granted, not really by choice. It's kind of just like this is what I was able to get because they don't make the official Xbox 360 controllers anymore. But
Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no.
would I ever go back to GameCube to try to PB? No. It's just the same game, but on a harder controller.
I can't believe I'm running so.
So I don't really see a reason to. Like to me, it's I don't have a GameCube PB. I just have a PB, you know. This is all I got. GameCube with Xbox buttons. I think that would help for this game, but the actual problem with the GameCube controller for this game is the triggers. For me, they just hurt my hands from spamming too much. Which is weird because even playing Melee and stuff and wave dashing back and forth doesn't do the same. Give me the same problems. That is a bad jump. And I click load. Yeah, what I really want is I think they're called Afterglow. I want them to start making their controllers again for Xbox 360. Because those controllers are like about as good as the official Xbox 360 controllers, but they don't make those anymore either. So I don't know. Until then, I'm just using this controller, I guess. At least it's cheap. It was like $15 or something. Maybe it was 20, I can't remember. Was it the Afterglow 360 one?
Well,
Because mine, the stick was never the issue. It was actually the reason I stopped using my Afterglow
first things first.
was because the A button wore out. Like the little rubber pushback thing on it just like stopped giving resistance. And I went to open it up with the screwdriver to replace it, and the screws on those suck, I guess, because it just like stripped all the screws. I wasn't able to unscrew them. They were in so tight, and I tried so hard, but the screws just were stripped by the end of it,
Dr. Connor's class.
and it didn't come out.
So caught up in what I was doing.
Now it just kind of sits there.
I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as. Right on cue.
Melee player do it for Evo. I mean, Melee is not an Evo anymore unless something changed.
Why does stuff like this always happen when I'm running late?
Spider-Man here already. Rid of him.
Careful, you'll put someone's eye out.
Gate secured. Batter up.
Hi.
Melee, yeah. Remember those days? Me and all my Melee friends, I would invite them all to my house, and we would order pizza and watch Evo. We'd have like a watch party. Those were some good times.
Time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map.
It was funny that we got like so invested into Evo. Like yeah, it's a big tournament, but also most of the matches at Evo were 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 5, like up until top 4 or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, or like, but it was it was bad. But that almost gave some of those matches like more hype, because it was just like your favorite player just loses 2 games and they're out.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn
Oh, that second swing did not come out this time.
Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress,
Still late.
challenges, collecting
Promised
items,
Harry
and
and MJ
delivering
that I
pizza.
would meet them this evening.
There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Yeah, I mean the Chun-Li
Man, that cake
perfect parry is obviously going to forever be like
better burn off some
the most
calories.
iconic traditional fighting game moment.
I can't even remember the last time Oh no.
But I mean,
At my birthday dinner,
I don't know if that was because it was at Evo. Like,
I gotta hurry.
you do that at any given event and with a big screen and the right recording in 2006 or whatever, that shit's going viral.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Yeah, and Wombo Combo will forever be the best melee weapon. So hype that other games stole it.
Spider-Man?
Don't think anything here will go with Prison Greg.
Oh, that. There we go. Okay, that kills. So that's good.
You don't strike me as the patron of
Come
the
on.
arts material. You guys are such a nuisance. Think about a career change.
Man.
That was pretty good.
Line of work.
One a mistake or two in there, but not too bad. Hey, Kale. He's going pretty good. Just kind of chilling. Hey, Owen.
I hope this isn't your best effort, Spider-Boy.
One thing that I'm not a huge fan about this controller is the left trigger squeaks a little bit sometimes. And it's not loud enough for the mic to pick it up, so it's just me who has to live with that. And I'm not sure if I'm okay with living with that. Nate was in here earlier. I'm not sure what he's up to now. If he's still here. He was here at the start of the stream. And yeah, he's kind of converted me a little bit to the nerd combos. If I will say, if I could use an Xbox One controller on my 360, I would do that. Not because I prefer it, but because it's a thing that I could get my hands on new, unlike the Xbox 360 controller.
You can't even imagine.
I mean, Nate's always growing more powerful. You gotta watch out. Power yet grows. Yeah, I like the Xbox One controller, so I would use it if they made it actually compatible with their own console, which they didn't. Yeah, but you never know with adapters is the thing. Like, is this adapter going to have input lag, or use a PS controller? One, it's a little gross, but also, I guess I don't hate... PS4 controller is pretty okay, but... Also, it's not gonna work on the 360.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
But I mean, I'll keep that adapter in mind. I didn't even know there was one. So if the adapter works and I can get my hands on a new Xbone controller, I would use it. Yeah, I think we've been over the controller debate before, but I definitely prefer the Xbox controllers. Like I said, the PS4 controller is kind of where they get okay for me. And I do think it's better than the Duke, at least. I think the best controller is the 360 wired. And even that's not perfect. I mean, that thing has like one of the worst D-pads of all time. But if you ask me for like what I think my perfect controller would be, I think it would be just the wired 360 controller with a good D-pad. Probably, I don't know, it's been a while. Maybe a SNES D-pad? I'm not sure. DualShock 2? I don't know. That thing is just, it's so small in my hands. Like, I grew up with the DualShock 2. I love it. But I even as a kid, I had the problem where I would just slap my thumbs together if I'm trying to like move left or move right and look left. I like the stick placement with the left stick up a bit. That was weird. I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like the PS4 controller, is that it's like actually big enough to like hold in my hands. Oh, I thought I did. I think I did that too early. That one worked. I'm not a big fan of the... Granted, nobody has good D-pads anymore. It's a real shame, but I don't like the PlayStation, like, segmented D-pad. If I'm using it to control a character. Did I seriously... I, like, Roy-zoned that token. Like, went too far close to the building somehow, I think. That was weird. But, what was I saying? Yeah, if I'm, like... The PS4 D-pad is good for, like, you know, if you treat it like buttons, it's okay. But I don't like it trying to use it to control a character. It's like my thumb just has no place to rest. It just gets like eaten by the D-pad. Is it possible to install an SSD on a 360? I don't know. I hope not. I think it's kind of a shame that a lot of speedrun communities just let you slap an SSD in. To me, that's just like straight up modding your console. I don't know. Maybe there's some argument for it that I'm not understanding, but it's like, dang, I just got the new NVIDIA graphics card. I can slap that in my console to make the load, make the game run faster, and that'll improve my speedrun. It's like, but that's just like modding. you're just modding. The most compelling argument I've heard for it is on like the 360 has like a maximum, or not the 360, the PS3 has like a maximum read speed, so even a really cheap SSD will reach that, and that like stops certain versions of the PS3 being better than others. But even then, I still think if you're gonna do that, you definitely have to accept that you're losing some sort of purity from the game. Like, if you're okay with that, if you think that that's fine and it's worth it, then I can't really argue with that. But
tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
well, then like 2% of PS3 are even backwards compatible at all. Like, I actually bought a PS3 and I thought it was a backwards compatible version, because I thought it was just oh, the fat PS3s are backwards compatible, but no, it's not at all. That is not the case. So I just got kind of screwed over. All PS3 can play PS1 games. That's fucked up. Why can't they play PS2 games? Wish I liked PS1 games other than Crash 1 and Scooby-Doo, not Crash 1, Crash 2 and Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. I think that was what it was called. Anybody play that game? Was that game actually good, or do I just remember it being good? I feel like that game was actually sick. I have not played Fable. I've seen some. It looks interesting. I'm not sure if it would really be my type of game. I guess it's not really my type of fantasy from what I've seen. I kind of like the more I don't even know how to describe it. It just seems kind of weird, but it also looks like it's like I feel like if I were to play it, I'd either really like it or really not. Fable is like Zelda. Maybe leaning towards not liking it then. I don't know. I only really like Breath of the Wild and the vibe of not Ocarina of Time. I like the vibe of Majora's Mask, but not necessarily the gameplay.
From back there.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
There are some Zelda games that I could probably see myself giving another chance, though. Link to the Past has never looked bad to me. I didn't like it when I was a kid, but I also don't think I got it. Like, I just didn't understand what I was supposed to do because I was like 6 years old. Toby might get revealed tomorrow. Isn't? Haven't we? Am I misunderstanding something? Haven't we like been talking? Hasn't he been in the movies for like 3 months or? Like, didn't we know like half a year ago that he was gonna be in?
All the world is my dressing room.
PS3 sold better than 360. Yeah, because I think it was because PS3 actually had like a good last few years. 360 had like a banger first few years and then just kind of died.
This I gotta see.
It was like Nintendo but like more spread. It was like the Wii but more spread out. I didn't if you had asked me who sold more though, I would have said 360.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
Get officially revealed. Oh, okay. I thought he was already, to be honest. But I mean I don't pay attention on purpose because to me I don't know, like trailers and stuff. They just kind of like I'd rather just see the movie and instead of just being like. Same with games a lot of the time. Like I'd rather.
Technology on the movie.
Trailers are only to me to like see if the game looks good. Even then, I'd rather just see gameplay. But like, if I want to be surprised by something, I want to see it be surprised in the movie or whatever, or the game. And we had some good games, but I would say it's definitely one of the weaker Nintendo libraries. And even though Virtual Console was overpriced, at least they had the games, and you didn't have to like sign up for a subscription service for the ROMs that you were getting. So that was nice.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
Yes, soft modded Wii goes. Yeah, Wii is a very good emulation machine for sure these days. Especially from how easy it is. Like most people have one. If not, you could probably find one with like a broken disk drive or something for like $25 somewhere. And then you can just like do so you can play so many games at a soft modded Wii.
You know, if the cool kid beats you up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy. That's all of them. You missed your calling as the playground designer, Beck.
And you missed yours as a rejected has-been. But that will be corrected soon enough.
Beck is the real phony here. Psychologists call that projection.
Got you! Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
Okay. Center camera strat is a little. I'm not sure if I like that. I might just go back to claw
Good hit!
there.
You can see, Spider-Man. I can hit you wherever you want.
Made it. Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from Beck.
I know it wouldn't be a good marketing strategy, but I do kind of wish that just like we didn't get anything for movies, and especially movies, because to me movies rely a lot on like plot twists and stuff like that, whereas games you kind of need to see the gameplay. But I kind of wish that we just like they just didn't make trailers, just like you just went in with nothing. You went to the movie theater instead of like a big poster with the faces of every actor on it twice. It was just text on a black background. And that was all you got to determine whether you wanted to watch the movie. And it would say the genre on the bottom of the poster, and that was what you got. I've done that in movie theaters. I was watched. Hang on. Watched some weird movie about a boat one time that I don't remember anything about. I don't even remember what it was called. Just because I just like had some time to kill, and I was there was like a movie theater in the mall I was in, and I just watched it. And I don't remember anything. It was really boring. I think I left at some point during it.
Dr. Octavius' theories are amazing. My head is still spinning from talking to him. Oh no. Mary Jane's flag.
I will say that trailers have gotten better about spoilers, because I think we watched the Toby 2 trailer on stream, and that had like the whole fucking movie was in the trailer. It was just like, why would I why'd you even watch it? They just like go through the whole plot in the trailer.
Not now.
Well, I feel like older movies did that all the time.
Snap, sap. Clap. Fire.
Why tonight, guys? Try not to run into my fist with your face.
Batter up.
This combat could have been better.
You okay?
Nobody runs 100%. It's more like nobody has just set aside the time to do it,
Great. Just take off.
because it
guys.
would take like 10
I'm not doing
hours.
anything.
Nice truck.
Stopping?
The biggest time sink for 100% would actually be
Stick around, you guys can
doing
do it.
15 of every random mission.
Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it.
That would
before
take
the
like
end.
probably minimum 3 hours, I would say. Using Spider-Man 2 at the ending in the trailer.
You got off on the wrong foot.
Maybe
Dang.
so.
I'm not joking, by the way. The only thing that I've seen from No Way Home has been that bridge. I don't know if, because
How
I,
far is this place?
granted, I didn't know that much clearly because I didn't even know that they didn't announce Toby yet. But the only thing that I've seen is like the first trailer they put out in that bridge, and I'm kind of doing that on purpose.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
We prey on you. You're so tiny.
There's no endurance rounds for Fight Arena. That's definitely one of those just like nobody wants to do it things. Like if somebody did a run, there would be a leaderboard for it, but it's just there's all it would be is just like half an hour of beating up enemies over and over again. Oh, Glitch Doc. Welcome. I whiffed that? Don't ask me what I'm doing right now. These combos are just don't look. You can look. You can resume looking.
Hey, is that a big go? Made you look. Hanging in there, cat?
The gravity here is so fucked. Don't know why Black Cat does this. Oh, by the way, Glitch Doc, something you might want to look into is the gravity is weird in this fight and the Chapter 14 fight with Black Cat. I don't know if that would be significant enough for you, but worst fight in the game. It's up there.
Cat took that
I think
step,
a
right?
lot of the time it's not that bad, but that was bad there for sure. I don't even know if it's the gravity is weird, but something ain't right with that fight. And
Better change while no
also
one-
the Chapter 14 one.
Pete,
It's something it's kind of hard to put your finger on it, but it's just like your combos, your homing attacks don't really work, and you jump way higher than you should, and it's just whack. I don't know.
Guess I better get going. That news conference is gonna start any minute.
Do the minions even attack you? I think they do. Yeah, I've been attacked by them in Shocker 1. I wanted to do the jump off attack there, but I mashed too hard.
Should be able to escape. Gotta hurry though, those flying things don't look too friendly.
Oh, come on. There's so many health bars on screen. One of them has to be close enough to hit.
I need not soil my hands with a pathetic earthling like you.
The reaction there. Okay. It's fine. Where are you going? Come on, man. These robots.
If you do not hurry, your
Oh, well, I've seen this before. I've seen this health bar before.
spider human. Even as we speak, my armada is advancing on your city. Our first target will be your Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Black Cat does basically 0 damage. Like, I think Nate said that she does less than a jab, like the basic jab attack from Spider-Man. For all of her hits.
I can hardly wait to see what he has cooked up in the snatch.
Like, unless you're doing the thing that some of us did as kids, myself included, where you just set the controller and let her fight for you, you know, came back like an hour and a half later, she's not gonna help out, really. She's a much better help just directing fire away from you.
Give me your fire, your poor, your huddled masses.
Okay.
Okay.
Seize your own.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty section is like the ultimate casual killer. It's not bad in the speedrun. Eater is one of my favorite parts of the run now. It's just like there's so much. Sometimes you can get destroyed, so it's not perfect, but there's so much like precise maneuvering and adaptation to be done in theater. Let it be known I held climb there. Just want it on the record.
Wow. Mysterious.
The best donation. I mean, the king of donation read is the end of chapter 3 with the pretty much all the Black Cat chases, though. But some of them require more explanation as it goes on. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Funhouse is indeed fun. Oh, I didn't quite go out of bounds there. I think that only works when the clown is dead. I don't know.
When I hit him, he bounces right back at me. I better be careful.
Well done, Spider-Man. Please come inside and discover the horrors that await you.
There we go. Trying to get him to like look upside down. I don't know if he ever will. But that kinda. Yeah. Okay, we're back.
Whoa, there's a surprise inside.
Alright,
Okay.
I will be right back.
Stop.
Give me a minute.
Never quite like that. What is going on? It feels so strange. Everything is upside down. What's going on?
Learn the true meaning of terror in my Funhouse of Doom!
Great. More of those hop and act things. I better be careful. If only there were some way to use that crazy clown's bounce against him. If I can time it right, maybe I can actually counter his counterattack.
Oh god. I was walking back from the bathroom and I just heard rumbling. It was my controller vibrating. They just... See, I'll just watch these clowns just, like, slowly approach Spider-Man and beat the shit out of him, huh? Is that what I left you to? Well, it's not an illusion in this game, I don't think. I think it's special effects, is because he's a special effects guy in this. I'm just gonna let them kill me. I think they've earned it at this point. I've been killed. Oh, it puts you back out here when you die, so you can try the out of bounds. That's fun. I want to see if I can get to, like... I don't remember exactly how you do it, but you can... Oh, well, that didn't work. I wanted to get to Mysterio's dressing room,
Great. Nothing better
but
than a soaking
now
wet
we are
bath.
locked out permanently, so... Oh. Haven't been getting many ass cams today, I feel.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
Been notably absent.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue.
Looks
I was
like
almost there,
interference.
too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Is that all
Yeah,
you
I've
got?
definitely been told to save by Bruce more times than I've actually saved this game.
This is the part where you fall down.
Case secure.
You'd run the Spidey trailer. I mean, probably watch it on stream, I guess, because that'll be content, right? But I don't know how I could speedrun it. Stomach's kind of bothering me. That happened last year too, I think. I don't know what it is with streaming, but it just upsets my stomach for some reason these days. 2x speed in the player. You could make a pretty good clickbait video with that, I bet. Like, I speed ran the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer?
Well, sequel time
Exclamation
already,
point,
huh?
question mark.
Welcome back, I guess.
Put like the YouTube face, you know the one, on the thumbnail with a red circle.
Before we go
World
any
record,
further,
question
it
mark
might be a
text
good
on the
idea to
thumbnail.
save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu
And then
bring
it's
up the
just
save
me
load
with like a just completely blank expression
screen. Do it.
watching the trailer at 2x speed, and then I say thank you for watching, please subscribe at the end in that tone.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Spider-Man. Rid of him and get
Think about a career change.
Oh, he like bounced there out of the ground. That was weird.
case secure.
Find a safer line of work. Hi, my name... I can still make it before class ends.
Why did YouTube remove the ability to see how many dislikes there? They probably one
I think
to
this might be a
stop
good time for you to check
corporations from getting disliked.
white dot on your map here.
And people also like the idea that that's because of YouTube Rewind getting dislike bombed that one time.
But there's no rush.
But I mean, nobody is in favor of it. There's a YouTube, I don't know how long it's gonna work, but there is a YouTube extension, like a Chrome extension that you can get that puts the dislikes back. But yeah, I'm obviously, as a human being on Earth, I'm obviously not a fan of that change because I think dislikes were a very, very good tool for, especially for tutorials. I've noticed, like, I've been, I've tried, looked up some stuff today, and I'm like, I have no idea if this is a good tutorial just by looking at it now. I have to like dig in the comments.
Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping
Still
crimes,
late.
citizens in
Promise
distress.
Terry and MJ that I would meet them
Because before, you'd click on a tutorial and it'd be half dislikes, and you're like, oh, alright, well, I'll go somewhere else then. But now you just,
But you can only be a good
you got nothing. But I can still see how many dislikes a video of mine gets, so I can still feel bad about it. So that's great. Thanks, YouTube. I feel like they didn't fix the problem at all, because you can still get dislike bombed. I don't know. It just seems like like, even if they were gonna do the change, it just seems like the worst implementation of it, of like an already bad idea.
Oh no. At my birthday dinner, I
Because
promised
like
MJ
dislikes
I'd meet
can
them.
still hurt people's feelings.
I gotta hurry.
And don't get me wrong, like, I know how it feels to get disliked, and you upload a video and the first rating's a dislike, and you're just like, fuck. Like, I know it doesn't feel great. but I still believe that they were a very good feature of the site and helped a lot from the viewer side. And to be honest, from the creator side. Even if you're just looking at it completely cynically as a creator, I'll tell you a secret, most videos got more views if they had like a dislike or two. Because that would make people want to like it more. If the video is actually good and it has a dislike or two, that makes people want to go, oh, this video shouldn't have any dislikes, let me fix that ratio, and then they click like on it.
Coming from a mile away, you can even do different, more
I'd do it too. Yeah, they're kind of rolling it out in waves, so if you still have the dislike bar, that basically just means they have it hasn't rolled out for you yet, but it will by like probably the next week or so. So it's not for everybody all at once, but they're doing it in waves. Like I don't have it anymore. I had to install the extension to get them back. Yeah. The like button's, you know, obviously that's a good tool, and I'm glad we still have that. But I do think that the dislike was good, and I'm sad to see it gone. Yeah, as far as the algorithm is concerned, as far as I'm aware, unless they change something, dislikes do pretty much the exact same thing as likes for the algorithm. But they don't for you. You know what I mean? Like, it will change your recommendations, but it will still boost it forward in the algorithm for the world, if that makes sense. But just not for you. Like, you might not see that video again, or videos from that creator, but I was there for star ratings. They weren't there for long when I was first watching YouTube, but I do remember to, like, rate 5 stars. I remember when videos couldn't... The highest resolution was 480p, and it couldn't be there was no widescreen. Remember that first... I forget the guy's name, but it was like the guy who got to unveil that widescreen was a thing, and he had like the video where it had the bars, and he like pushed the bars away to show that it was widescreen. Shit was badass.
Quit, do you?
You can't even imagine.
Yeah, there is a browser extension that enables them already. I have it installed.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know this chapter opening.
Honestly, I don't really miss the star ratings though, because they were kind of... It was like you either rated them 5 or 1 anyways, so just do like and dislike. I never rated anything other than 5 or 1. Usually, if I didn't feel very strongly about a video, you just don't click on the stars, you know, because you don't care. Yeah, I think they still do that where like new accounts can't upload videos longer than 10 minutes
I think that's the
or 15 or whatever it is. So I remember being pretty hyped when this channel got like approved or whatever to do videos longer than 10 minutes. I was like, I'm gonna post so many long Let's Plays, dude. And then I never did, because like every youth in 2010 or whatever, I wanted to have a Let's Play channel. I guess things aren't so different now. But, you know, that lasted about as long as you think it might. Yeah. I remember being so mad when they changed the customizable profiles. Those were cool. And like, people put a lot of effort in them, and they just dropped them. You go at 1K by 2022. I would put it... It's honestly kind of... Like, I was on track, and then I kind of fell off, both in how much I was streaming and, like, posting stuff and sub count. So, I don't know if I'll hit 1K by 2022. I guess we'll have to see. It would be fun too, but I mean, if it happens after, then it's not like it's not gonna happen. The friends function. I don't remember using the friends, but I do remember DMs, or we called them PMs back then. I kind of missed that.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
I you know, I call them DMs now like everybody else, but I feel like that because, you know, I play Dungeons and Dragons now, so I DM in Dungeons and Dragons, so now it's just confusing. Meanwhile, PM is only used in Smash Brothers. Well, you'll never hear Nintendo say it. He went way further than I thought he would. Yeah, there's just all these two-letter acronyms everywhere, and I'm not getting any younger. This is only going to get more confusing as I get older. I know it. In 10 years, they're going to be calling it. They're going to go back to calling it IMs. It's going to be instant messages again, and they're going to be like, "What? You call it a DM? What are you? How old are you, dude?" That stands for digital marketing now. Come on. All the kids know about digital marketing. And then I'm like, oh, well, I didn't think the kids would be into marketing, but it turns out that they don't even literally mean marketing. It just means... It's just like some Gen Z joke that doesn't make any sense. While still somehow being really funny. Yeah, something that we all have to understand and get used to is that boomers aren't just a generation, it's like a state of mind, and we'll be there soon. Sooner than we want.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these
Sounds like quitter talk, yeah.
that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map.
I'm just saying how it is.
Now get to work.
That was like a double glide pseudo web zip glide. I've never seen that before. But it worked.
Peter.
I don't know what prompted me to go this way, I just thought it would work in my head. Kinda didn't, but maybe it's time to learn to go that way.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
I still feel I felt this all day, just like my movement's still a little off, but I think it's getting there. I think it's just gonna, over the course of the next few streams, it's just gonna slowly shape up bit by bit. definitely gotten. I feel like I've gotten better over the course of the stream a little bit. Yeah, they're called easy swing and normal swing, and I use normal swing, but it doesn't quite matter what you use as long as you don't. It's weird. Like if you use easy swing, you shouldn't use the you shouldn't like let go to swing. You should still press A to jump off. Yeah, I have a video about like swinging and stuff like that. That explains it much better than I just did, but yeah, I use normal. Always have, probably always will.
I don't get you.
Probably.
Last time you were an
Who
ice
knows?
queen, but now you're friendly. Make up your mind.
Prerogative. It's in the rule book. Look it up.
Black cat, huh?
What am I doing that I'm losing 11 seconds there? The mystery. It was probably that black cat chase, to be honest. That was not good. And then just, yeah.
Black cat seems okay.
Every time I say that, I immediately remember something terrible that happened during the split. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
That's a bathroom spawn if I've ever seen one. D&D's always good.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove
The only
a
time
point.
that talking about D&D isn't fun is when you haven't been able to do a session for a while because nobody's been available, and then it just kind of hurts because it just reminds you that you don't get to play it.
Spider-Man, let's begin.
These guys take so long to get over there sometimes. Called you out. It was not intentional.
You like my gadgets, Spider-Man?
That's all I have to say about that.
Technology on the movie Sorority Death Robots.
What, where are these people? Where's the other guy?
Must have been
He's just chilling here in my blind spot. But yeah, I mean, I assume if you're talking about D&D, you're with like-minded individuals.
I believe I volunteered for this.
Fortunately, none of my family have ever been like, oh well. I've been pretty supportive. They've never been about my D&D lifestyle. They've never been.
And today, I'm going to prove it.
You need to have a talk, son,
Your parents never hugged
about your heresy. Yeah, I had some family members growing up, like aunts and stuff, who are just like, they didn't let their kids play Pokemon or you know, read/watch Harry Potter because they were worried it was satanic. And I just like kind of didn't get it as a kid, so I just like lent them
You know, if the cool kid beat you up,
some of my Pokemon games anyways.
that's all of them. You're lucky I'm such a good sport, friend.
But that's not gonna work. I don't know why I thought I didn't need to fully charge that. Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, don't do what I just did. That wasn't a bad execution. That was just I did the wrong thing.
You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on. You don't want
I could maybe make it work if I just do one of these. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I went too. You have to drop really low there. Just ragdolling them into a pit of despair. It's funny that that's like the hard part of the speedrun now. Like I just failed this, but I really shouldn't have. Like that. I do this one. I have such a high success rate on this compared to the one before it.
People to think, are you? You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on, you don't want to disappoint your...
Should you make pizza? Up to you. I can't tell you what to do. Well, why do you want to make pizza? Let's let's get into the motivation here.
Well,
Are you craving it? Are you just really hungry and just can't think of anything else? I'm trying to give guidance here, you know. We need to know where the urge for pizza comes from. And what's making you hesitate?
Your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
You're a streamer. I don't feel comfortable telling people what to do unless you're, you know, like, aren't you guys supposed to give me money for that? I don't know.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class.
Just wait until we hit 1K
I got so caught
subs,
up in what I was doing, I forgot all
and then you
about it.
can.
Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long
Oh,
as...
let's not do that run and say that we did. I do a few more runs. Like I said, my stomach's kind of bothering me. And I also am hungry, and especially with the topic of pizza being brought up. So I'll probably do a couple more runs, or just whenever it feels right to end. And then I'll make myself some food. Supposed to be an influencer. I only do that for money. Can you imagine, like, pay me to tell? I mean, isn't that just what therapy is, right? Just pay me to tell you what to do. So,
Before we go any further,
you think I could put therapist on my resume?
your progress.
Think they would check?
You could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Like, well, I've counseled a patient on whether or not they should make pizza one time.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late.
Movement there has been okay all day today, and now it's just gone. Don't make pizza. There you go. Make your own decisions after being heavily peer pressured. That's how we do it here. Influencer. I feel like also therapists, they don't do advertising gigs unless they're very subtle, and I never noticed. Usually it's never like, oh, you should buy this ointment or whatever.
Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure. First things first.
Pizza causes depression. Let's assume that you're correct. Is it worth it? Is the depression worth it?
Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe
What is
I'm
my
running so late.
movement here is... Something's off there. Someone offers you a slice of pizza, you'd be the happiest. Is it because of the pizza, or is it because of the kind gesture? You know? I mean, it's obviously the pizza, but just think about it. I think it'd be both, right? You know, because if somebody offers you a piece of pizza, you're excited for the pizza, but it's also just that's a very nice thing that you've offered me. Like it's like that's the topping in the instance, you know what I mean? Human kindness is my favorite pizza topping.
Dr. Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... Right on
Oh, the
cue.
price matters too. Yeah, you don't have to pay for it.
Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Free food does taste better than food that you paid for, almost always.
Why does stuff like this always...
I don't want to hear anything about like, oh, well, you earned it. No, it's better if you don't earn it.
Sure. Hi, my name... Maybe I can still make it before class ends. This should be a safe spot to change.
Q or Q? I think the way that I pronounced those both the same probably tells you how I pronounce it.
It'll show the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to...
Although I am a big fan of Quay and would never not think it's funny when somebody says it in a good way. Get pizza this late? I think I'm trying to think of around here. I think there's probably a place or two that would still be open, but they might be like about to close.
This is a good time to talk a little about heroes.
There's the Access
I already
glitch.
know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store.
It's made its appearance today.
Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crime, helping citizens.
I don't order from Domino's too often, so I don't know.
Pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and
Every time I have Domino's, it's because my friends want it. And it is okay. That's the full review. Domino's pizza? Okay. It's open until 1 because of Yonoid. What, do they get cursed by the Noid or whatever if they close early? I'm so high up. Am I gonna take fall damage from this? No.
Remember the last time. Oh no. At my birthday dinner I promised MJ I would...
Yeah, if I would put... They're just like
I gotta
the...
hurry.
They're just like the okay tier. Like, they're better than Papa John's, but that's about it.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
I think Papa John's is just about the worst pizza I've ever had.
Sorry, gentlemen. The gas
From
is
like,
low.
not... I've had like store-bought pizzas that are worse, but like from a place where I went to go purchase pizza, I think it's probably about the worst.
Midnight Craft Fair is next week. Things
Oh,
wobble,
well,
but they don't
old
fall
strat.
down.
Accidentally double tapped there. Pizza Hut is the best chain. I think out of like the big 3 or 4, if you include Little Caesars, I think Pizza Hut's the best. Yeah. There is a little bit of RNG in Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? Like, there are bad Pizza Huts for sure, but you get a good Pizza Hut, you're gonna need to go local to beat that, I think. Or like get a higher tier chain, you know what I mean? Like a nice sit down place. Little Caesars isn't good.
Hey,
Here's what you do at Little Caesars. You don't, and I've said this, I'll keep saying this until the cows go home. You don't get like the $5 shitty Little Caesars pizza. You get like the $7 or $8 one where that's like it's like a square pan one. I forget what they call it. That is like 3 times as good. And it's like $1 or $2. It's like $2 or $3 more. Sure, but the quality is just so much better. And it's still cheaper than... Unless they change their prices, it's still cheaper than the other places, I think.
Aw, too bad.
Granted, I haven't been there in a long time.
she's right. If I don't pick up the pace...
What about Mr. Aziz's pizza? I don't know. I've heard that Joe's Pizza, place where they shot that, is actually good. I think for somebody in this chat that they've had it in that it was good. You should have put the recipe in the game. What, of Joe's Pizza? Like, the restaurant?
Just want to talk.
No means no, pal.
But I usually prefer, like, a Chicago, like, pan style to a New York style, so I don't know.
Who's with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something.
Yeah, it's the best split of the day so far. It's a under 635.
Aha!
Deep dish is good too. I like some deep dish, but I like the, you know what I mean, like the Chicago thick pan. It's still like regular pizza, but it's just you can just you taste it and it like barely crunches just a little bit, but then it's super, it just fills your mouth because it's huge. I refuse to rephrase that. I said what I meant to say.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the.
Deep dish is good to mix it up though. But it's almost like a different food. I don't even know. It's like, it's almost not pizza. It's really good. My brain kind of classifies it closer to lasagna. You know what I mean? I'd like my one frame chance to get that. Which, don't get me wrong, lasagna is fucking incredible.
Possibly claim
One of my favorite, foods of all time, for sure. So that it's a, if anything, it's a compliment to compare it to lasagna. I think that was a good Empire State Building. I was kind of not paying attention. I was talking about lasagna, and that occupied my entire, I forget which one between the id and the super ego or whatever. It occupied all of my conscious thoughts talking about lasagna while my subconscious was just gaming. It was truly a moment where somehow the mind and soul were working together, even though they weren't on the same page at all.
Which team's mascot are you anyway?
Didn't even want to climb on the wall there.
This was a bad idea.
I've never just made lasagna. Maybe I should sometime. Yeah, I think if you can just like let your muscle memory do what it needs to do, that's usually a good sign. But you can't like I probably would have played a little bit better if I wasn't talking about lasagna, but I was still like the flow is when you're like barely is like you're concentrating on the gameplay just a little bit, just enough to where you make all the decisions you need to, and your muscle memory is just doing what it needs to in the background. That's when you get flow. So I was like not quite in flow, but it was really close, you know what I mean? Involved, you have to use eggs in lasagna?
I can't believe I
Where did the eggs go? Is there like a lasagna? I guess there's dough, right? Are you making the noodles? Isn't lasagna like a wheat noodle though, not an egg noodle? By the way, this is the last run. Because I am fucking starving after all this talk. I, like, need to eat. This is gonna be the last run of the night. Try not to reset unless something really dumb happens, though. Need egg to keep together. Oh, like to make the lasagna stick? That's an interesting concept. I don't doubt lasagna. Whatever. You could tell me that almost anything's in lasagna, barring like human flesh, and I'd be like, alright, well, it tastes good. In my head, it's literally just, it's sauce, cheese, and noodle.
Hey,
Maybe
keep
meat,
checking out.
if you're
Listen, I got a new job for you
adventurous.
to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Or an emulsifier. I'm going to assume that that's a real word. But you could, this also just could be a ligma. This is the gamble that I'm taking. I choose to believe you, and that I choose to believe in your soul.
Peter.
I thought you met God, Quincy. I mean, if there's anything I've learned from programming is that programmers don't like to... They spend... The goal of being a programmer is to spend the least amount of time programming. So programmers would shorten good to God, so I'm assuming it's kind of similar to writing. You can guarantee emulsifier is not a ligma. Okay, I have a new challenge for you. Can you make emulsifier a ligma? Is there a way to do that? Yo, Nate.
You know I'm chasing you, right?
Welcome back. Computer mouse is kind of garbo. That reminds me of a... I forget what the circumstances was, but that does remind me of a story. So a friend and I, we were trying to... what were we trying to play? Some first-person shooter. Maybe it was like Minecraft or something. It was some game that required a mouse. We were trying to play it together. This was like 7 or 8 years ago. But she did not have a mouse for whatever reason. It was like, I don't remember why. Just didn't have one on her.
I wouldn't keep chasing
So we
you.
went to
You'd be
like
breaking into places.
some convenience store and bought the first mouse that we found. Got home, unwrapped it. This mouse is fucking microscopic. It is like, think this, you know, the size of a, you know, your average mouse. Not like a gaming mouse, but like your average mouse that you would see at a desk. It is like a third to half the size of that. At most it's half size. So we're trying to play whatever first person game it was that we were trying to play with this tiny mouse, and by the end of it, I think we switched who was using the mouse, if I remember correctly, because what her hands got all cramped up or something.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
No, it was marketed like as a desk mouse. Like we just bought it because it was cheap, but it looked like a professional mouse. It was just really tiny. I don't remember what it was like supposed to be for travel or something, but it was like, this is not worth it. If you're traveling, you can like spare the extra couple inches in your suitcase and have a regular mouse. Like, it was horrible. Bathroom skip. I mean, there's no fail with the bathroom skip. It just kind of happens sometimes. Did it work, though? I mean, we did play the video game. Whether it worked or not, I guess, is up to interpretation. It didn't stop us from playing, but it definitely made the experience lesser. but at the same time, I'm telling the story now, and it's kind of funny, so maybe it was worth it, because I didn't pay for it. So, maybe I won in that situation.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Gotta have a real rat, not even a mouse, a rat. They're cute. Like, obviously, you know, you see a rat in the sewers, that shit's gross, but pet rats, pretty cute. That's a triple, or a double-double, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying words now, they don't have any meaning anymore.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
Fuck, this guy just got bullied for no reason. Fucked idiot.
Are you still going back? I hadn't noticed.
Okay, I guess I win, then. Because if it went to the other place, I think I lose here, but I guess I win. By a lot.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong... That's all of them.
But if you fail, I mean, could happen at any moment.
Playground is on the deck.
And you missed yours as a rejected
I went
match.
really high there.
That will be forever
Kind of surprised I didn't get shot.
Beck is the real fun.
Also surprised I didn't get shot there. I went high there that time too.
a good hit. As you can see, Spider-Man, I can hit you wherever you are. You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man.
No, dude, let me on.
Disappoint your fans.
Okay, well, that was a little strange. I mash through that entire load screen every time. I'm gonna like wear out my hands and my controller. There's no need for it. I just gotta learn to not mash the whole time.
He came out of nowhere.
This run is like kind of not bad. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but because none of the, all the runs today have been understandably behind the whole time. But I take it back; it's bad after that swing. Okay, well, I bought something. It was like Spring Kick or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but I know the icon of the one that I got. I just can't remember the name or what it does. It is a run.
These theories are amazing.
Because it is pretty reassuring to be on like an okay run
Oh no.
on basically the second day back.
Play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
Oh shit. Sometimes, yeah. I like to go over here, but sometimes that happens.
What? Not now. Aren't diamonds forever? Couldn't you have waited a day?
Coming at ya.
Raised axe-wielding
Fuck.
clown?
He's cheering. I'm knocked on the ground. This guy has the audacity. The more I suffer, the better I do, perhaps. Why did I jump forward? That made me suffer. Am I gonna play good now?
Great.
Oh, hello, sniper.
I'm not late or anything.
Oh, don't melee me. Shoot.
Bad day to tick me off.
There you go.
Stopping?
Sniper tried to punch me.
Finally have your attention.
Can you actually imagine? So at this point in the story, Spider-Man has been a superhero for like a few years. I wouldn't punch him. If I had a gun, you know, maybe if he's trying to take me out, you'd try to shoot him. I know what that guy can do. I'm not gonna punch him. What are you gonna accomplish by punching Spider-Man? Like you just hurt your fist.
How far is this place?
Not too far. Just stay with me.
I'm way ahead here. I don't know why, I just wanted to go ahead. Yeah, like that guy, the sniper, he had a sniper rifle in his hands. He didn't try to shoot.
Do you...
So, nice night, huh?
Snipers are bad at close range. Counterpoint, he could have quick-scoped me, hello? It's 2004, Call of Duty 2's out. He's got no excuse. I think Call of Duty 2 is out in 2004. That might actually not be true.
All right, fellas. Show me the Monet.
Call of Duty 1 is out.
You guys give a volume discount? Hanging in there, cat?
Against these chunks?
Yeah, like the only reason you would actually have trouble shooting somebody with a rifle at close range is because like if they, you know, were so close that they're like pushing it out of the way.
Cat took that statue right in front of me.
Even then, I would have punched. I'd hit him with the rifle. You basically just got like a baseball bat in your hands, you know? Shrek 2 is out, my favorite first-person shooter. Had to with 2005. I thought it might have been because I played it on 360, and I remember it was like super new. It might have been a launch title for 360. It was like super new in 2005, so it was close, but
Okay, guess I'd better get going. That news
I think that.
is gonna start any minute.
Okay, well, I actually know what happened there, but I'm not going to explain on purpose. Call of Duty 2 might be my favorite Call of Duty. I don't know. That game's sick.
I'm losing my.
I like that strat a lot. I actually, I think the TAS does that strat, but I've never done it in a run before until now, where you jump off the robot onto the other robot. I think I could do it faster than I just did too. Shrek 2 or Spider-Man 2. Unfortunately, I gotta give it to Spider-Man 2. Both movie and game. Shrek 1 would be more of a heartbreaker. He's just gone. I think I've done that before, where the guy just decides to not exist anymore when you're setting him down.
I need not soil my hands with a pathetic earthling like you.
How the AI still pretend that the robots are still around. They're gone.
Not hurry. Your fellow humans will be destroyed while you waste time.
He's going this way.
A futile gesture, spider human. Even as we speak.
2004 was a great year for video games, though. So many bangers.
Statue of Liberty.
Might be the best year for video games, to be honest. I'm thinking about, like, just off the top of my head, games I know came out in 2004. Even games that I'm, like, not sure, like, even without them, I'm like, god damn.
I hardly wait to see what he has cooked up with the statue. Well, I have to admit, Mysterio knows how to make a scene. Better figure out some way to get Lady Liberty back to her old self. It looks like that flying thing above the statue.
They're still scared because of the fire. Yeah, but they say they're coming at us again. Do they mean the fire? I don't know. In 2004, I was still young and innocent, so probably just a good time to be alive for me personally.
Okay.
It seems you're all.
Alright, I guess I'll go all the way all the new kids are going. I instantly regret this. God damn it. I'm gonna go this way. I need to actually look at the way you're supposed to go. Is this... Do I go this way? Guess I go this way. Yeah, and then it links... Okay, I get it now. But that needs refinement if I'm gonna be using that in serious runs. For sure.
Wow. Mysterio's hidden fortress looks just like an apartment.
You have to be good at swinging, yeah. I really need to work on not being so trash, obviously. I think that was the main issue.
Ouch. When I hit him, he bounces right back at me. Better be careful.
Spider-Man, please come inside and discover the horrors that
I mean,
await you.
I never really like I saw that it was a good run, like time-wise, but I'm so early. I'm just like still in D-Rust, so this run has never been like super alive for me. I guess I don't think of it in the same way that I do. This is still just a practice, no reset for me.
I saved when you could have zagged.
So it never even occurred to me that it was alive, I guess.
Those hopping actions. Better be careful.
You're doing right.
Yeah, no reset in the way that it always means for me. This guy's chasing me. The mirror's master is still here though, so that's good.
Looks like I found the exit. Finally. I'm finally out of that crazy place. If I never see another carnival as long as I live, it'll be too soon.
Believe it or not, this actually could still PB. Somehow. all it would take, like, I could probably not save time until chapter 14 and then just have like a good chapter 14 and 15. And that's all it would take, I think. Or at least I would put it close. Within 10 or 15 seconds.
Dr. Octavius' demonstration will be starting soon. I better hurry.
Alright, see you, Quincy.
I have to hurry. The containment field looks like it's buckling. I don't have time for subtlety. I just have to smash these power terminals until the reactor shuts down. Almost got it.
Fucking whiff.
Only one terminal left. Whew, I did it. Well, the city didn't get blown up. Poor Rose. I can't believe I'm late to see Dr. Connors again.
That went a lot better in my head.
Yo!
Cottage cheese as a dipping sauce? I've never partaken, and it sounds a little gross, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think my brain has the computation power to imagine that right now. Just seems like a lot.
Dr. Connors, I'm sorry. Dr. Connors was...
I mean, if somebody says dipping sauce and they don't say what, I usually assume like tortilla chips.
I should drop by the Daily Bugle. Maybe I can pick up a lead there.
Because to me, tortilla chips they're like the great equalizer. You know, they just taste like salt. So they're just like little. God, what, there's something on my arm. You know, they don't taste like much, so you can kind of gauge how good a dipping sauce is with them usually. What about chicken nuggets? I don't know. To me, chicken nuggets are just kind of worse chicken tenders. So I don't have them. I haven't had chicken nuggets in a very long time. Not that I necessarily hate them, but...
Hi, Betty. Dr. Octavius is a killer. Is it my fault?
Thinking I saw dishwasher salmon, and they pulled me back in. Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos?
Any word?
Very...
Nope, wait.
Fritos are like the great equalizer. They're just the neutral. Hot Cheetos are better than any Doritos. And most Doritos are good. But regular Cheetos are trash. Probably the biggest variation in quality between like snacks and their flavors, you know what I mean? Like as far as like a flavor just making or breaking a snack.
Stop right
Try
there,
something.
Dr.
A small sample of what's in store.
What?
Spider-Man. What an unpleasant surprise.
Well, that didn't work.
Nine.
One for which I
This
am
goes faster than that, guys. You'll see.
That really didn't work.
A mile away.
I thought that I would at least have time to get a second hero punch out, and then I could do like an uppercut into some shenanigans. But instead, I'm just being bullied.
Excellent idea.
The sunglasses are a nice
How is he not down?
Stay
Go.
back.
There we go. There's like a, I don't know if they're like a no-name brand, but there is like a type of hot fries that's always been around in convenience stores that I like better than the Cheeto hot fries, even though the Cheeto hot fries clearly just stole from them.
out of my way.
I was trying to slide cancel kick them.
I don't have Take a nap, Sap.
Just trying to.
Your
I
insurance
just wanted to
paid
slide
out.
cancel kick one of them.
Be quiet.
I don't think. Oh no, that's fine. The blue bag with the dude smoking a pipe. Maybe. I think he. Yeah, I think he has. He kind of looks like a detective. That's all I remember. He has like the detective hat on. I think. So he's probably smoking a pipe.
But somehow I just didn't believe it.
All I remember is those are really cheap usually and really good. I have those like once a year.
Octavius blames me for Rosie's death. Guess I can't say I'm surprised.
I swear they just put that water tower there just to fuck with that glide a little bit, just to make it just a little bit harder. Handicap, is that what they're called? That sounds familiar. Wow. This movement has been slightly subpar for sure. I think that's what they're called. My brain says that that's right. God, I'm so fucking hungry. If I mess something up and like die here or something, it's absolutely not because I'm bad, but because I just want to eat. So it's a so if I mess up here, it is a throw. Like what I'm doing right now. Also, this isn't bad movement. It's obviously just me setting up to be like, oh well, I'm so far behind that I'll just go eat. Definitely for sure. I'm not bad. Listen, I'm never bad at the game. I'm just sometimes I'm hungry.
So, how did you find Shocker?
That's what it is.
Apparently he escaped during your little event we put in Beck.
Seriously? I knew I
Based
should
on a
kept
comic
my eye on that
character?
guy.
I feel like I've heard
Although I
that
was a little
before.
distracted at the time.
One of my friends mentioned that to me one time, I think. Self some peanut butter crackers. No, I need like a meal. Something small is just gonna make me, you know what I mean? It's just gonna give my stomach a taste for it, and then I'm just gonna be more hungry.
I'm glad you decided to come.
I actually almost, I think I will start though. It's not a bad idea to just like have some snacks though, just that I can just keep at my desk or something. Where am I going? My brain is just turned off. I'm just like, I jumped ahead of Kat and I actually forgot where she goes for a second. What a world. Anything's a meal if you eat enough. I do not have that many peanut butter crackers. I was like, I almost didn't stream just because I was like a little hungry when I started stream, but I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'm sure it won't be that bad. I can just eat after. But I'm so hungry. Sell the frame. So you're gonna create an NFT by right-clicking? That's kind of badass.
How far
Fuck
is this
NFTs,
place?
by the way.
Not too far.
I want to make my
Just stay
stance
with me.
clear. Pizza discussion really tanked this run. Yeah, I feel like we started talk. Well, it was like the run was good for a while the pizza discussion, but like as soon as the pizza discussion ended, it became bad. Oh, that was no, that was a throw. I meant it was on purpose. It definitely wasn't. I definitely didn't just accidentally go too low at the end there. It was a throw. Oh, he's going. He's going. He can't be stopped.
How's the tire mascot gig working out? How's the tire mascot gig working out?
All right, Shocker, clip me out of bounds. Aw. Aw. What? Hang on. Soft lock? Oh, there we go. I thought it wasn't going to give me the prompt to retry. That wasn't a bad stream. Not a bad stream at all.
Spider-Man.
Family Guy death pose.
But there's no way
God
you're
damn.
getting me this
That's
time.
kind of funny.
Hey, Shocker. You look different somehow. Have you been reupholstered?
Still a comedian.
What's next? Next stream? Possibly tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, we are totally doing content, watching the trailer. If not, I'll probably do it anyways. Because I'm sure people will want that. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. It's been a pretty fun stream. And whenever, I'll see you when I see you. Tomorrow or Wednesday or Friday, perhaps. Perhaps. Have a good one. Bye.